Hello everybody. I recorded a video and then another video, and the second one sort of cut off. I think the memory of the old iPad got full. I attempted to do it on the old iPad because I understood it's quite a bit easier to try to edit on there. So now for some reason, I don't know if the old pad's too old or what, but the problem that I have now is I'm unable to upload the video from the iPad onto YouTube. So the best option I have is what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, with my phone camera, record the screen of the video. So I'm going to press play here and then record the video, and then hopefully that would work, and then I'm going to do it with the next one as well. This one is about 52 minutes and the next one is 8 minutes. So I'll do the same there. I might even record them together. I'll see at the end, but then it's a more than an hour long video, and then it will take too long to upload. Okay, so here goes. Sorry if you hear double noises, because now it's yesterday's noises when I recorded this, plus today's noises if the dogs start barking or something. But I didn't want you guys to miss out on the content of what I've made. Yesterday I also recorded for about at least half an hour, and then when I finished I saw that there was only 8 minutes worth of recording, so there's already a bit there that's been missed out. But I'll try to catch that up on the third video from here. I'll try to show what I've done. Okay, enjoy. Love you lots. And I'll probably say goodbye at the end. If not, just enjoy the content on this one. Hello, 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 everybody. Um, I'm just literally wanting to make a bit of ephemera for this journal, the Junk Journal 101 journal, and I thought I'd turn the camera on, but it's just going to be a little craft along. It's not going to be nothing extraordinary. So what I've done here so far, I was busy doing this, and then I thought, no, let me turn the camera on. So this was the front page of a paper pad, which I've just it's flimsy, it's paperish. So I'm just going to stick that on here, and then these will make little journaling cards. That one that has words on it, I will stick something on there. I'll most probably stick something on most of them. But this is just the basic, it's just the basic journal. So I'm not planning on doing extraordinary things in this journal. I'm just sort of showing people the basics. And then I cut these two long strips out, which I'm going to use. They're all basically belly bands, so I'm going to use one that way, and then somewhere in the book that way. And because there's a little bit left, then I might bend it over and come over the page. I think you saw that in that journal I showed off. And then similar thing with this, so a belly band and then a sideways band. So I got that. I did these two in the sense that I want to do altered paper clips idea. Then let's just take this. This is also for sticking on to making journaling cards or pockets or whichever. This is just this paper is just craft paper. It's like this. So it's just craft paper. So it's a whole book full of craft paper, craft colored paper, I'd say. Right. The paper clips, and then these I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Stuff that I've cut out, need to do something with it. Yeah, so the belly bands I'm going to decorate. This might be 2 or 3 videos, so I'm just literally going to work along and chat on all that, and the book is with me, so as I'm progressing I'll measure it in the book. Obviously I'm not a fast crafter, so I might get very little done in this video, so just as a wanted to show you what I've done so far. Okay, so I'm going to put the 2 belly bands aside. I think what I want to do, let me put We start with this gluing so this can dry. Let me put this aside as well. And then, okay, so let's start with this one for gluing. Alrighty, so we need glue. Glue is also always a good idea if you want to glue something. Alright, so I know I've been missing for a while. I've just been going through a bit of a rough time. A few things that happened. There's just water coming out here. Let me just shake it up. My mom's been to hospital. She was in hospital for nearly 2 weeks. There was huge issues on actually getting her operated on. Her oxygen was too little, and then they had to up her oxygen, and then they felt that there was phlegm in her lungs. They call it your lungs collapse, or the bottom of your lungs collapse, but it sounds much worse than what it is. It's basically phlegm and stuff in the bottom of your lungs that they needed to clear up, so she had a bunch of physio and all of that to clear that up, and then she got her operation after nearly 2 weeks in the hospital. Actually, she's been there nearly 3 weeks now that I think of it. So she got the operation, and then she was in ICU. So we had to make turns as a family to go visit her. Only one person per day, and then we sort of tried to keep up with, whoever went visiting. But it's a stressful time. My mom is 75 years old. You do kind of worry, and I've been really sort of struggling to get my craftiness in in gear. So this video that I'm making now, it's just sort of I don't want to say mindless. It's not mindless, but I'm just sort of wanting to get back into the whole crafting thing. It's difficult for me if I'm stressed. I know a lot of people use it as an escape, which is really good. And it does work as an escape. I agree with that. But sometimes that's how it works with me. Sometimes you just can't get yourself to craft. You're just not, your brain's just not with crafting. I want to pull this. I want to get it on the corner here if I can. Try to bring that straight there. Yeah, this is not going well, people. This is how not to glue stuff, okay? This paper is really funny. It's really thin yet. Okay, some of these are not going to look nice. Okay, let me get a bone folder and try to straighten it out from the end. I don't want to break it. I don't want to break the paper. Okay, so I'm not going to put anything into this journal that's like major weird and funny. It's literally just like junk journal 101. And I also want to show that you can, with really minimum stuff, make a really beautiful journal. I also want a session where I'm just going to sit and brown the sides of the pages. Like put ink on the sides of the pages. I like an inked old looking book. So if you're up for watching that, then tell me, then I'll make that as a video. If not, I'll do it offline. Some people like to just sit me here and hear me chat, So some people might like that. But I mean, it will literally, the video will just be without inking the sides of the pages. So nothing phenomenal. And this one is also just going to be adding bits and bobs together. These are all the things that happen off camera that you usually don't see in the making of a junk journal. So when people sell junk journals, it's worth reminding yourself that there's loads and loads and loads of hours that went into the making of, you know. Alright, I'm going to put that to the side to dry. And then let's grab this one. Put that to the side. Start with one. Alright. Even if I don't use the front, you know, like even if I don't use that, I like the texture there, I like the background, and I'll just stick something over the top to make it. But at this stage, I don't know if I'm going to be cutting it this way or cutting it like that or whatever, so I'm not limiting myself to a predetermined outcome. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is just stick it properly this way, and then stick it up, rather than try to distribute the glue all over, like I did with the previous one. Anyway, so my mom's been operated on. She was in ICU for about a week. She's out now. She went to a normal room in the hospital, and she was there for a few days, and she got out, and but they let them out extremely early. Like, they basically say that it's a risk for them to get either COVID or one of the hospital viruses. So they don't want to keep the people in hospital for very long. So they let them out literally as soon as they can, which is not like in the past, you know, like normal times. They would not have let her out for at least another month, in my estimation. See, now I'm a doctor. She was still really weak when she was let out. She was let out last Friday, and she really needs taking care of. She can't really do everything on her own. And yeah, so I've been going there in the day and taking care of her, but she's now with my twin brother, and my sister-in-law is now taking care of her. So that gives everybody else a bit of a rest. not that I don't. Please don't misunderstand me. We love our mom and we love taking care of her. But you know, you have to kind of stop your life and take care of her life. You know. Alright, now I want to stick on these. Come on, glue. I've also been doing a bit of research. I don't know if you guys are familiar with something called CPTSD. It stands for Complex Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder. And I've been looking into that, and I've not been watching any other videos of any other crafting, etc. My brain was just not with crafting at all. But I have been watching a few videos about complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and I've come to the conclusion that that's me. I have been diagnosed with something called complex trauma a few years ago, but at that time the label complex trauma was such a new field that there was really no information available on it. And I think it's the same thing that they are now calling So not to have anybody feel sorry for me, and I'll probably make a short official video about this at some point. But I'm sort of thinking I need to do a lot of journaling and self-discovery around around healing from the CPTSD and codependence. And codependence is a terminology that was originally used in Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, but it's since become a term. Most CPTSD sufferers are codependents as well, which is just basically people pleasing, that sort of thing. So I've been caught in a whole bunch of things here at my house, my home, and it's sort of a continuation of what's been happening in my childhood. And I really want to get healed from it. And I've thought about starting a channel, another channel, which would sort of be like a deep journaling channel. So basically really going into the things that come up, and the emotional flashbacks and things that come up in my life, and then doing deep journaling and reducing the emotional flashbacks, and sort of just, just dealing with myself, dealing with my emotional issues. You thought I was all sorted out, man. That's the lovely thing. You can. I'm not all crooked. Don't misunderstand me. But I have definitely issues, and I definitely get emotional flashbacks. And then they cause trouble because I react. I react in disappointment or anger, or I go silent, or they call it the 4F responses. You fight, or you freeze, or you flight, or you fawn. Fawning is sort of negotiating with your predator, the person that you feel threatened by, etc. Anyway, I'm not going to advertise the channel on this channel because, well, let me word that differently. I'm not going to make it a big thing to advertise to join the other channel. I will say at some stage to people, okay, if you want to join the other channel, you can email me. And then I'll send you the link to the other channel if you're interested. But the point of that channel is not to try to make it great or brilliant or anything. The point of that channel will just be I'm just rambling. I should just stop and concentrate. The point is not to make that channel get more subscribers, okay? The point would be to tell people that are interested in their own recovery to have a look at that if they want to. But I don't think it will fit into everybody's idea of a good channel to watch. You understand? So I might just, I'll basically make it open for people that really want to come and join. But it's not about getting subscribers. It's just about healing myself and sort of keeping a vlog about it. And if there's other people that feel that they also need healing, then they might find value in watching that, and if they don't know where to start. Just put this straight again. Sorry, hoping that will work. Feels a bit flimsy there. So, just a lot of craft is one of the responses. You get a really great imagination if you have CPTSD, because often you would have had to escape into a different world, just to literally get an escape from what's going on. So a lot of crafters might have the exact same thing. So that is the reason I will open, we'll talk about it, and I'll ask the people that wants to watch it if they want a link to that. But I don't think it's everybody's cup of tea. I don't think everybody would want to watch and see that. Ugh, now I cut it too small. That's clever, Lorraine. It is so clever. Okay, let's just do a whole thing. Do it a little bit longer. That seems to be okay. Alright, let's get rid of that piece of paper. Alright, let's see, what are we going to do here? I was thinking of cutting like a banner shape and then have it fold over there. That's my thinking. Okay, so let's cut this straight according to that first. I think that is option 1. Okay. So I've got a slight overhang there. Anyway, so about the CPTSD, it's basically being triggered every time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut in the middle here, more or less. It doesn't have to be exactly precise. And then from this corner, I'm going to cut to where the end of that cut is. And then from this corner, I'm going to cut to where the end of that cut is. And that should roughly give you a banner shape. There we go. Okay, so I know red and pink doesn't go, I like it. Alright, so something along those lines. You can't really see what's there, and it's just sort of curious enough to wonder. Okay, but now this side, I don't want it overhanging more. I don't want it go over that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue right above. And then glue this one on there. Like that. And then stick that on there. And then wait for that to dry. And then I'll fold it. I'll cut that little bit off there. Okay. And now I want to take the paper clip. So this will be on one side of the page and that will be on the other side of the page. Okay. So I'm going to stick, actually I need another color. I'm not quite happy with that. So I want to just stick something there. I'm not too sure what. Maybe a piece of lace, maybe a piece of fabric. Let me just see. people. Give us a plan. What can we do if we try this? Let's see. What about if we did this and one there? That would cover that writing, and that would, yeah, cover that writing. I think I like that idea. Okay, so let's get a piece of lace here. I've got a whole bunch here, so I can't really work with the whole thing. So I'm going to do that. Okay. So I'm going to stick it like that. So, okay. So, alright. Firstly, I'm going to stick. So maybe at the bottom. Maybe if we do it below that. I'm just sticking out. Like, what would that look like? I like that as well. I think on top. Okay. I like the bottom, but I'm just going to stick this down. Stick this down. Okay, and then I'm going to just cut off the excess there. Okay. And then, okay, let's paint this over. Okay, now it's not straight. I'm just going to cut it straight again all over. I have so many videos to catch up on. What I'm trying to do is I'm taking one channel at a time and then trying to sort of watch that whole channel's, videos. And then the next channel and the next channel of the people that I support. If you know who I support, you will know if it's me, if I've not been on your videos lately. So it's nothing against you, it was just me. Life got in the way. Alright, I think I'm going to round all the corners. I think even I'm going to round these banner corners. I wonder what that would look like. Why not? Doesn't look too bad. Alright. And now, let's do the, shall we do the lace first? Let's do the lace. I'm actually going to stick the lace literally on the verge of this. Literally. Okay, because this is not fabric glue, I have to be quite liberal with the glue. Okay, cut that off. I'm just going to cut it roughly for now. I'll fix it later. Just cut this off before I stick it. I don't suffer the same problem again. Right. There we go. I know it looks unequal, but it's just because that piece is longer. If I take that away, you can see it looks way more equal. Right. Let's just get that glue goop off there. Right. I might decide to put something on here like a flower or a butterfly or something, but that decision is not for right now. Okay. Right. Now on the paper clip, I've just taken it apart that way very slightly, so that when a person uses this, then it's easy to feel where the paper should go in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use double-sided tape and just tape the paper clip, or the bottom of the paper clip, in for now to hold it in place. I'm just going to take a teeny tiny bit of double-sided tape. Just mostly because it's thin tape. I don't have a reason why it has to be double-sided. It could be any tape, I suppose. I'm going to just slide it in there. I'm pressing down there so that thing is holding it in place. And I'm just going to stick it down. Stick it down, and then I'm just going to put a glob of glue there. Actually along the bottom one. Okay. And the bottom one. There. I don't have a glue that's sort of a good glue that will just stick something down, so I've got to do this with the wood glue. So I'm just basically sticking it down the bottom one now, and then basically trusting the double-sided tape to hold it in place. And then I'm going to just press it, but I'm just going to press it right there at the top so it doesn't stick to the whole thing. Just I'm going to hold it for a few seconds. Just putting my glue cap on. I'm really bad with that. I've really been out of sorts for a while, eh? I've really not been myself. Okay, so that one shows low battery, so I will check at which point it is right now, and then I will go on from here and re-record when when this battery has been charged. Thank you very much, everybody. With regards to the CPTSD, I realized I didn't properly explain that during the video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open that other channel in order to help myself to heal. I have to do something to heal. I can't ignore this for the rest of my life and then say it doesn't trigger me or it doesn't affect me in any way. So I'll make a channel, and then I will talk about it on this channel, and then people can email me if they are interested in the link to the other channel. I'm not going to advertise it as a link on here and that people can just click and go. It's not for entertainment viewing. It's really going to be heart-wrenching and really a little bit of self-care, and maybe walk in the garden and just doing something every day to take care of myself and start valuing myself. And also about healing myself. So going deep journaling, asking difficult questions, and try to reduce the emotional flashbacks. My environment is quite stressful with potential war in the country and my mom in hospital and stuff at home, and so the idea being that if you are looking for healing, and if you think that you might have CPTSD or codependence, then you can email me and I will send you the link to that channel. It's not been created yet, but as soon as it is, then I will email it back to you. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day, and I'm gonna re-record the rest of this and then the second video. Not sure when, because this battery doesn't seem to want to play after it said battery low. Thank you. Bye bye, guys.